to play a game.
So, Paddock. Are you here as Major Paddock of the UIR, or Private Paddock of the COG?
Whichever one you like less.
The Open Arms program may have given you our uniform, but you and I remain enemies.
Fine. Let's settle this like enemies then.
Hey, that's enough! Stand down. You Garaznys weren't known for treating prisoners very well. I'm sure you know nothing about it.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
You don't seem like a man who takes orders. Why even follow Baird?
You might say I had an ulterior motive.
How's it going, guys? Sleepy Jim here. Welcome back to my insane difficulty walkthrough here on Gears of War Judgment, showing you how to get all 3 stars on all the declassified missions. This is Amador Park.
You know what it's like to grow up poor, Colonel?
My father was a school teacher, Private, so yes, I do.
Then maybe you understand how curious a UIR soldier might be to see the fabled mansions of Halvo Bay. But I never imagined I'd see them like this.
The grubs tore this neighborhood apart.
Your professor lives up here? Are we sure he's still alive? We were out of ammo, completely. But we were able to pull a few shotguns from the wreckage of one mansion. Looked like we'd be fighting up close for a while.
Okay, so the declassified challenge for this one is basically shotguns only. Nashes and sawn-offs are all you have to use. You're going to be facing some of these blood mounts. You're going to be facing tons and tons of wretches. You're also going to have a corpse a little bit later on to battle, and you're going to have, the usual drones and grubs and stuff like that. Now, this is the first section of the campaign where we are playing as Paddock. It is Paddock's testimony, and it is the Seahorse Hills part of the campaign. Most sections in this campaign, section of the campaign, are really not super difficult. They might have a little bit of challenge to them, but there are a lot of really fun missions in this section. And I really enjoy Paddock's dialogue as well. He's got a dry sort of wit to him. Kind of reminds me of the obligatory Russian character that you have in most World War II style shooters. In fact, a lot of this campaign reminds me, and there's an Onyx box here. I really should have picked that up. I don't know why I didn't. That would have refilled my sawn-off shotgun, and that would have come in handy a little bit later. But never mind, guys. So yeah, a lot of this campaign does remind me of kind of the World War II style storyline where you have like a Russian character, and you have things like later on we'll have a beach landing and stuff like that. It's kind of straight out of a lot of World War II shooters, even though this is set obviously in a different universe, the COG universe.
We need to keep moving.
Okay, so the first section there, you're going to have to use the bits of cover that you do have. Use the sawn-off shotgun to take care of the more dangerous locusts like the blood mounts. And then later on, eventually I'm going to find my way through to the next area, which is through a gate. And there we're going to have a battle against the Corpser, as well as a bunch of Cantus, who'll throw ink grenades fairly liberally in your direction. You're also going to have tons of wretches, and you're going to have grenadiers and drones and stuff like that. So what I recommend doing here is basically try to head up the stairs to where the Cantus are located and avoid the area down around this fountain. Just let your AI teammates take care of the corpse and keep it occupied for the most part, unless you do want to take it on. But just be aware that if it does this burying sort of thing where it digs its way into the ground, it will instantly try and do its underground claw attack. So it'll strike 3 times, and if it hits you with one of those, you are instantly dead. And you can see at the same time you've got to avoid the ink grenades and all the other attacks that are going on. If you're going to spend time down here in this area, just run around the edges. You can squeeze behind the various sections of the garden and that to try and get away from the corpse when it's doing its attack on you. Otherwise, you're best to head up here as soon as you possibly can and try and take care of these canters because they can do you a ton of damage with their ink grenades. If they hit you with an ink grenade directly, it can pretty much be an insta-kill. So the Nasher deals with these wretches, mental blank, really effectively. So you're not going to have too many problems with those unless you get a combo like I did there where you get a wretch and an ink grenade at the same time. But for the most part, you won't have any problem getting your 3 stars on this one as long as you're constantly killing the the wretches. Try and get your headshots with the Nasher as well and stuff like that. Get your melee kills and your gib kills. Although it is pretty hard to get a gib kill, you can get them with the sawn-off shotgun, but you don't actually have any grenades in this. As I said, running around this area here, it's a bit tight, but can make it through. And you usually be able to get some safety from fire from the other enemies as well as the attacks from the corpse's underground slashing attack. So I'm going to try and take out the last couple of canters up here and just managed to make it through the cloud of ink. And I think there might be one left up top there, and then we've got a few grenadiers. Now, grenadiers are really dangerous. If they throw a grenade at you and it hits you, it is game over. So just be aware of that and try and keep in cover. Listen for that grenade sound. Even if you hear it, sometimes you don't have time to get out of the way. But then again, you might just have enough time to get outside the lethal range of it. There's also this guy here, a flame grenadier, I believe he was. So yeah, I don't know where he snuck in from, but he's probably the only one in this section that I remember. Obviously with the smart spawn system you may face slightly different enemies if you do come back and restart this section a few times, but you'll generally get the same kind of ones like the Cantus and the Corpser. I love this attack where you leap over cover and kick them. It's an awesome feeling when you do that, right? But that is the section there, guys. Amador Park. The next one we're heading on to is Amador Villa. And I hope you're enjoying this. Please remember to rate and comment. But for now, it is Slippery Jim out. Thanks for watching.